Hello and welcome to the GWA, the Global Wi-Fi Association, Season 5 Draft League. This is the team. You can get a quick overview. I will go in depth on each mod. Basically, a good friend of mine, Dries, we played in the EBA together. You guys saw that league, and I found Wi-Fi leagues to be really fun. So he invited me to this one where he's a moderator of. And I've been having a great time, a lot of great people in it. I will be uploading my weekly videos, as you can see, because this will be week 1. But just to do a quick little, I'm not going to do a full video of it. This will just be at the start of week 1, as you see. Just a quick little draft analysis, draft overview. So there was a really special thing with this draft. It does look a little weird, like why did you round 5 Muck and then round 6 Latios? Basically, you had 110 points across the span of the entire draft. You started with 20 points, and every round you gained 10. So for example, I drafted Greninja round 1. I had 20 points. Greninja was 16. So that means I had 4 points left over. Going into the next round, I had 14 points max. So then I drafted Sinistcha, 9 points. 14 minus 9 is 5, and then I have 15 going into the next. So it makes it to where it's less of a, hey, let's grab every Pokemon from 15 to 19 and then slowly work our way down to fill out our team. You kind of grab some low tier mons. Also, we didn't do it because I think Sinistcha is really good. More on that later. It's also my Terra Captain. I can add that. But the lower your Terra Captain point, so like it was 9 to 1. If you drafted a 9-pointer, you gain no extra overall points. If you drafted an 8-pointer, you would get 1 extra overall point. So instead of 110, you would get 111. Then if you drafted like a 1-pointer, you would get 8 more. So a higher incentive to draft maybe some of the lesser used mons. Make them work with Terra, which is really cool. I really like that. I went with Sinistcha because it's broken in my opinion. But anyways, let's hop right into it. So Greninja for 16 points. I think Greninja with Battle Bond for 16 points is such a great deal. I've used Greninja with Battle Bond in the past. Very good. There's some matchups where it just kind of wins if it gets to +1. Very good Pokemon. I think everybody's pretty familiar with Greninja. Just a solid guy. He's got spikes, T-spikes, pivot, fast, protein, hits hard after Battle Bond. Many different usable sets. Very versatile Pokemon. And that's what I like. Next up, got Sinistcha. I saw this thing could Terra, and I've seen it in leagues with high tier Terra put in work as a Terra Captain. It's very bulky. It has so much healing between Machagotch and Strength Sap. Heat Proof is really good because it likes tearing into like steel or something. You can even tear into just regular grass and you get that Machagotch 2 times boost for stab. It also has stuff like setup, like Calm Mind, and Iron. I think it has Iron Defense. No, I don't think it has Iron Defense. Let's check. I don't know why it would, but we'll see. It might. It does have Iron Defense. I don't know why, but it has Calm Mind, Iron Defense, stuff like Nasty Plot. You have Strength Sap, which is arguably like top 10 moves in the game, I'd say. Then it has, decent coverage. It's got Scald, and then Grass and Ghost coverage. But that's really all you need with the Terra Blast as well. Very good Pokemon, very scary. It hits pretty hard. It's very bulky, especially after a Calm Mind. You just invest like something like this. And after a Calm Mind, these are raised as well. Very good. Heat Proof is a very good ability for this guy. And yeah, I think the best Terra Captain allowed. In the format, my personal opinion. Next up, we got Sinistcha, or next up we got Tinkaton, sorry. I just like Tinkaton. I think it's a good mon. It's pretty fast. Has rock, some good util like T-Wave. Tinkaton Hammer hurts, especially if you're invested. The best typing in the game. Mold Breaker is a fantastic ability. I also used Tinkaton in my original Scarlet and Violet playthrough, so I'm a little attached to it, you could say. I'm a fan of it. Very cool Pokemon. They just It's very specially bulky and can hit back really damn hard with Gigaton hammers. So next up, we have Landorus-T. I mean, it's Lando-T. He does get nerfed in Paldex, you know, no rock polish, lost some coverage. But he's still Lando-T. I mean, no defog, which kind of sucks, but that's why we got Corv later. He's just very good, you know, very versatile mon. Many different sets, defensive, offensive, scarf, band, you know, physical, special, intimidates, fantastic. He's Lando-T, fantastic typing. And then I wanted to get Latios round 6, so I knew I had to delve into the lower pointers to be able to afford him. So I got Muck, gives me a grounded poison. I have a Alolan Muck in another league, and he's been fantastic. While regular Muck isn't quite as good, he's still very good. He loves Assault Vest, and I love Assault Vest. Sticky Hold and Poison Touch are very good abilities. And yeah, he can just kind of sit there, heal with like Drain Punch. He's pretty bulky, hits decently hard. Can also run like T-Spike supportive sets with like Taunt knockoff. Yeah, he's a good 5-pointer, I would say. Next up, we got Latios. I don't know why they gave this thing Flip Turn. It really did not need it. But it's so good. I mean, 110 speed is nice. It loves running things like Choice Scarfs. It's bulky, like especially on the special side, especially on the special. But even its physical bulk, like 80-80 is not horrible. But that 130 special attack, like, hurts. It's got like every coverage move in the game you need, basically. It's Latios. Godinmon. Next up, we got Porygon 2. 3 great abilities. Very bulky, but hits really hard if you're like analytic and you move last. So 105 special attack is not bad, and then it gets boosted by the 1.3, and then like you have a stab tri attack. Like that shit hurts. That shit hurts. 90 and 95 with Eviolite is absolutely crazy, especially since he gets recover. Like he just doesn't die if you don't hit him super effectively. He's also a duck, which makes him fantastic. Yeah, I've been wanting to try Porygon 2 for a long time. I have Porygon Z in my Gen 6 league, as you guys know, if you're watching that. Or if this is your first video of mine, welcome. I have other great content you could watch. And yeah. So next up, more Pico. He's a silly guy. He's a silly little guy. He's pretty fast. He's actually, I think he's slightly underrated. Like, spin is nice. Will hits pretty damn hard. Yeah, he can always, like, most of the time he's in, he gets that +1 speed. He's pretty frail, but for 4 points, I think he's pretty good. He gives me an electric type as well, which is cool. Budget electric. Fast budget electric. Next up, I wanted some, like, real removal, so I got Corviknight. It's Corv. You run flying move, fighting, or body press sometimes. Maybe both, maybe just one. Roost, defog, and then 4th move. Yeah, I mean, he's great at defogging in Paldex. Physical wall, special wall, somewhat more physical, I'd say. But Flying Steel is such a fantastic typing. As you guys know, Skarmory is goated. He has Pivot as well, in U-turn. He gets Troll Blaze, apparently, according to the doc, which is very funny. There's also, like, Iron Defense body press sets you can run, which just makes him, like, unkillable. He's just a very good defensive mod. That can also remove hazards, which I do like for my team. Next up, we got Infernape. For 12 points, I thought this was a Giga Steal. I don't have a fighting or a fire type yet, so he just fit really well. And as you can see, my team, like, isn't rock weak, but I didn't have a lot of resist, because Orv, you know, is a flying type, so he doesn't resist it. Because most of the time your steel resists rock, but Infernape was also a fire type that I really wanted on my team to complete my fire, water, grass core that isn't weak to rocks, because he's got that secondary fighting type, which is really nice. You know, very versatile guy, can run physical, special, scarf, specs, band. I have a lot of versatility on the team. I like drafting mons that have multiple sets. I don't like being locked into singular sets on Pokemon. I think it's very easy to prep for and draft, and it makes like your opponent for building your team a lot easier because they can expect what you're gonna bring. But yeah, I've been wanting to use Infernape as well. Jimmy, that's his name. Goated guy. Fire Monkey, he's cool. And next up, maybe the biggest steal, Girafarig at 1 point. Definitely should be at least, I'm saying like 3. 65. I mean, it's not on the Porygon 2 levels of bulk with Eviolite, but it's pretty bulky. It gets access to stuff like Calm Mind. It has 85 speed, which actually I didn't know. That's kind of fast. For 1 point, I get an immunity, or 2 immunities with Sap Sipper and the Ghost immunity. Gives me setup. In case Latios doesn't have a good matchup, maybe. Or Porygon, I can bring Girafarig. It's a 1 point Mon. Am I going to bring it? Maybe 1 or 2 games. Is it going to, be the MVP of my team? Probably not. But I think it's very solid for a 1 pointer. My speed tiers are great. I have a lot of great pivots. Some good hazards. You add Greninja to a team and you get pretty much great hazards. 3 rockers I do like. 2 of them being very good. Infernape is an alright rocker. I prefer him more offensive, but Spikes on Grin is always nice. And then Muck and Grin also learn T-Spikes, which is very nice. But yeah, here's the team. And let's hop right into the week 1 battle. This week we're playing against... My mouse is not moving. There we go. We are playing against Zero and this team. Terra Lilligant is definitely a bit scary. Just because of Quiver Dance shenanigans. Roaring Moon and Sarah Ledge just nuke things. Zapdos can be like either offensive or defensive. Very good Mon. Empoleon I love. Very good special defensive Mon. Salazzle can be annoying. The bottom 4 I'm like, okay. I'm not really scared of them. Lucario, it's like a little scary, but I have this cool guy called Corviknight who kind of just sits on it. Let's see when Lucario breaks Corviknight and I eat my own words. Yeah. Let's hop right into the game. Well, okay, this video is all over the place. Maybe I should show the team builder first. Alright. So for the team builder, I mean, I see a Roaring Moon, I'm bringing Corviknight. Like, Body Press, Default Groove Shoots are very, very, very standard set with boots. We can get rid of hazards as well. If you guys know what my nickname theme is, leave it in the comments. I will be a bit surprised. I think some people might get it. Most people won't, but anyways. Very standard Corviknight set. Defensive. We got sub lefties Lando-T. Now he does have like Empoleon competitive, which is a little scary, but I'm not too worried about it because I always outspeed it if he wants to come in. I'm a very offensive Lando. With rocks though, I would like to get rocks up. We have EQ Stone Edge, hits his entire team for neutral or super effective damage. And I think Lando-T can force a lot of stuff out, so I can get a free sub up and just start clicking moves. Next up, we have Life Orb Battle Bond Grin with Surf, Sludge Wave, Ice Beam, and Low Kick. Like, positioned right in the end game, this guy can just win. I get a kill. Maybe things like the Alcremies a bit chipped down. The Empoleon as well. Low Kick is always a 2-hit KO on Empoleon, and Empoleon doesn't really, touch me back. Do a lot of damage to me back between, water, steel, and ice coverage. So that's very nice. Pretty standard Greninja set. Next up, we got Infernape, also very offensive. He is holding the Expert Belt to just do a bit more damage, because he can hit a lot of things for super effective between his Flare Blitz, Earthquake, and Stone Edge. U-turn for pivot. We do have Blaze because we don't gain any additional damage from Iron Fist, and the Blaze might come in clutch. Yeah, pretty standard offensive Infernape, I would say. Next up, this is our our Lilligant answer. He takes absolutely nothing, and surely I can hit it with one of these 4 moves, or at least neutral damage, or super effective. He's AV Giga Spidef. If we don't see Lilligant in the team builder, he can also, you know, switch into things like the Zapdos, like the Empoleon, depending on the Lucario set if he's special, that, even Salazzle. Main special wall this week. Gonna be saved for Lilligant if I see it. If not, you know, just very special wall. We're running the Poison Touch as well. Very nice. Next up, we have Choice Scarf Latios. So I basically have 2 ways I win the game, in my opinion, or I clean up, either with Greninja or Latios, with Landorus and Infernape being the main breakers, and Corviknight and Muck being the main walls. But this thing can also just wall break, and I think either Landorus, Greninja, Infernape, or Latios can clean up the game, but they can all also break, like, walls, which is very, very nice. Like Orb Greninja, you know, he does a lot of damage. And yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident this week, I would say. I think this is a very good Lilligant answer, unless he's, like, Terra Ground, but even then, he needs to get to, like, I think +2 or +3 to even 2-hit KO me, because I'm so invested with the Assault Vest. And then if we get the Poison Touch, you know, fantastic. If he tears into something weak to ground, we'll get a lot of HP back from Drain Punch. So I think we're pretty much chilling. Against the Lilligant, Prage. Zero, I've heard, is the Lilligant Master, so we'll see. But now, we will finally hop right into the battle. Sorry, forgot to press record at the start. Week 1 GWA. They do lead with the Sand Slash. Oh yes. Famous Ducky. Forgot to put the team in the damn calculator. I think a Draco just drops this guy now. Like, I really kinda want to flip turn though. I think they're gonna hard go Empoleon. What do I go into if this comes in? Corv, right? Yeah, I'll flip turn. Okay, they do stay in. We get some damage. I'm just gonna go Corv. Oh, I'm anxious. Man, I haven't played in Scarlet and Violet in 2 months. In a minute. They do just go for rocks. Which isn't, I mean, the worst thing in the world. The team isn't really rocks weak. They could expect a defog here. I think I'm okay with clicking body press right here, honestly. They might expect the defogging to Empoleon for a competitive boost. We'll see. They do a draw. Who do they go into? Zapdos, maybe? Leilu. Who is this? This is Empoleon. Okay. We do get the read right. This should do a lot of damage. That does a fuck ton. They have, like... Wait. That's like 60%? I don't think they have a lot of HP. Maybe they're offensive. I'm gonna click it again. If this thing's gone, bro, it opens up Lottie so much. I do expect Zapdos to probably just come out here, but... yeah. BD. This is definitely Zapdos, yeah. That was a decent bit. Oh, that was a crit. Okay. I feel like he's probably going to U-turn right here. I'm gonna stay in and go for the slow U-turn. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, they do go for the U-turn. Okay. Great predict there. Gotten like every turn right except for the first turn. But the first turn wasn't even bad. Like, they got rocks up, but it wasn't, you know, what. Bullion does come back out. So who do I want to go into here? Sorry, I think I have a stream open on my Mac. But anyways, it's never faster than you. Even though we give it the competitive boost, like, or do we just go Infernape? I'm gonna go Infernape. I like that better. We do take rocks, which isn't that big of a deal. Does Flare Blitz kill from here? Empoleon. Flare Blitz, I think, should pretty easily kill from here, and could be Shuka. What's this Flare Blitz switch in? I'm not seeing one. Let's go for it. Oregano? Who's this? Sandslash? Okay. This should still do quite a bit. Yep. To do it KO. And we get the burn. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry about that one. I'm just gonna click it again. No point not to. I'm sorry about that burn. I don't know if it is gonna end up mattering, but we'll see. Yep. So Sandslash does go down. Very nice. Oh, he does also have Braviary for hazards, but we'll see. Zeke? This is Braviary? I'm just going to Stone Edge here. I see no reason not to. He's faster. Okay. He's Scarfed. Good to know. Do we just go Corviknight here? Let's go for one body press. Switches out. Guessing goes into Zapdos. Yep. Didn't want to go Empoleon. He could have some speed on Empoleon. I don't think he was max HP. Static kind of sucks, but that's not the end of the world. We're gonna go Lando here. Last time I stayed in, so he might just T-Boy here. Let's see, let's see. Pretty fast-paced game so far. My team is pretty fast-paced and offensive. So. He does Roost. Okay. What is his switch in? Lilligant? I think he's gonna U-turn here. He could also Hurricane or Heat Wave. Or just like air select. Let's put in a sub. We are faster. Let's see what he wants to go for. He does U-turn. This doesn't break my sub like at all. Nope. Nice, nice, nice. Now who's he go out into? Fan Slash is gone, which is like his main physical wall, I think. Braviary might just die to a Stone Edge. I think it's a roll, possibly. Lilligant, I'm just gonna click Stone Edge. And if they Terra, then I'll EQ the next turn. Zeke comes out. This is the Braviary, okay. Yep, just gonna go for a Stone Edge here. Great Bird does come out. I think this always kills. Nice, we landed. Let's go, Braviary is down. That is a big threat gone. And we are still really healthy. If I was a betting man, I would say that Zapdos has a flying and a electric move as his last two. Lilligant does come out here. Should I immediately just go Muck? I think so. Let's just go Muck. I do know he's Terra Ghost. He does Terra this turn. Okay. Goes straight up to the Terra Blast. Doesn't even Quiver Dance. This we are going to eat this up. 362 to 307. So 88 to 74. I did 12%. They have no investment. And they're not a damage boosting item. Okay, great. I'll take a free knockoff any day of the week. Aaron, is this Roaring Moon? No, it is. Are they booster? Not. So we take their item off. Clear Amulet. Now Corv is the obvious play. I don't think they're going to EQ this turn because I have Corv in the back. Honestly, let's go for a Drain Punch here. They would draw. Lulu, this is Empoleon? This thing's dead. Huge. Lottie in-game looks insane. Lottie in-game is looking fantastic. Fantastic. And we get HP back. That's really good. Zapdos does come back in. How much do we do to Zapdos? Ice Punch doesn't do a lot. I think I'm just gonna go Lando here. Got what they want to do. They just T-bolt. Huge, man. Huge. Okay. I don't know what their last move is, but I'd assume it's a flying move. I think I'm just gonna Stone Edge this turn. That just kills. Is that a crit? Oh, I'm sorry. I think that crit mattered a lot. Ooh. I'm sorry about that one, Zero. And this is Roaring Moon. I'm just gonna stay in an Earthquake. They do DD. Makes sense. That's a ton of damage. Order, you put in the finest of work, my boy. Fire off one last EQ if you can, buddy. He's gonna take us out. That makes sense. Alright, Corv, I need you to not get parried, buddy. Do I U-turn this turn? Yeah, I do. Knocks off. We actually live another one. Okay. Come on, Corv. Come on, buddy. What? Oh, he tried to play me. Okay, Corv, come on. Come on. Come on. Nice! Huge! That's my goat right there. It's just Lilligant. I think honestly, I think I'm gonna go Lottie. I might die, but it, like, Draco does a ton. And then we can always revenge with Muck. Let's go Lottie. Do I Draco or do I Luster Perch here? I think I Draco. Yeah. Even at, I mean, you're gonna kill me, but... Well, no, we outspeed. We just have to land this Draco. Citrus Bailey? Leftovers? Or leftovers. Okay, land this Draco Agito. Land this Draco Agito. Land it. Fucking go. Go, baby. Huge dub. Oh, man. That feels great. That feels fantastic. That feels fantastic, baby. Whole team did amazing. I got it. Whole team did amazing. GG Zero. Sorry about the Stone Edge crit. That was really unlucky on Zapdos. I think I played really well though. Except maybe the first turn, but it didn't really matter. I think I had some great reads. Turn 2, 3, and 4, staying in. But yeah, GG Zero. Paralleligan is very annoying. Good thing I have Assault Vest Muck. Walls it. But GG's.